Okay, now we start. Yesterday we have discussed about Pearsons and Wilsons have suggested 5 steps to make the product management system work to better. ठीक है, 5 पॉइंट हमने पढ़े. इसके बाद सेकेंड ऑल्टरनेटिव भी हमने देखा. देयर आर 3 टाइप ऑफ प्रोडक्ट टीम स्ट्रक्चर. ये हमने पढ़ी. वर्टिकल होती है, हॉरिजॉन्टल होती है, सॉरी वर्टिकल होती है, ट्रायंगुलर होती है और हॉरिजॉन्टल होती है. ठीक है, आज हम पढ़ेंगे marketing research, which is the most important area of the marketing research, because without information and data we cannot progress further and we cannot understand the actual market situation about the customers, about the distributors, wholesalers, retailers and employees and customers. So marketing research बेटा वहां बैठा लो उसको, एसी लग गया. जाओ लाइट आ गई, जाओ. अरे यार रिकॉर्ड ही नहीं कर सको. Marketing research. In addition to the marketing intelligence, information about general consumers, competition in marketplace happening, market often needs formal studies that provide customer and market insight for the specific market situation and decisions. Because the management has to take the decisions, and decision is based on information, and information comes from the research. And for specific market, we need a market research. For example, Starbucks want to know how customer will react to a new breath nano atom. Qadir ko bolo jaake, Qadir. Yahoo want to know how web searchers will react to proposed redesign of its site. Or Samsung want to know how many and what kind of the people will buy its next generation ultra thin television. In such situation, manager will need marketing research. Marketing research is a systematic design, collection, analysis and reporting of the data relevant to specific market. Insight into the customer motivation, purchase behavior and satisfaction. It can help them to assess market potential and market share, or measure the effectiveness of pricing, product distribution and promotion activities. Some large companies have their own research department that work with marketing manager on marketing research projects. In addition, these companies, like their smaller counterparts, frequently hire outside research specialists to consult with management on a specific marketing problem and to conduct marketing research studies. Sometimes firms simply purchase data collection by outside firms to aid in their decision making. That is the secondary data. The marketing research process has 4 steps. Number one, defining the problem and research objectives. Means what do you want from the research? Number one. Number two, what problem are you going to solve with the information? Develop the research plan. Developing the research plan means what will be your sample size, what type of questionnaires you will develop, what type of variables you are going to use, what type of statistical formula you will apply, what type of audience you are going to put in your sample, implementing the research plan, interpreting and reporting the findings. These 4 steps are very important for the marketing research. Number one, it will take defining the problem and research objectives. Marketing manager and researchers must work together closely to define the problem and agree on research objectives. Means closely to define the problem. What is the problem? Sometimes the sales of your brand is not good. Someone says this is because of the price. Some say it's because of the non-availability. Some say no, packaging is not good. Some say distribution was not very organized. So we have to find out the problem, exact problem, closely to define the problem and agreed on research objectives and then what are our objectives. The manager best understands the decision for which information is needed, whereas the researcher must understand marketing research and how to obtain the information. Defining the problem and research objective is often the hardest step in the research process because it's not so easy to find out the problem. What is the problem? Maybe your company have landed in a wrong marketing, in the wrong market. Maybe your promotion campaign is not very good. Maybe your team is not skilled. The manager may know that something is wrong without knowing the specific causes. After the problem has been defined carefully, the manager and the researcher must set the research objectives. Now, what is objective? Objectives are of 2 types, one is qualitative and one is quantitative. For example, a brand, how many units are you going to sell of the brand? That is a quantitative objective. And what will be the image of the brand in the market? It's a qualitative objective. A marketing research project might have one of the 3 types of objectives. Objective of exploratory research is to gather preliminary information that will help defining the problem and suggest hypotheses. The objective of exploratory research is to gather preliminary information that will help define the problem and suggest hypotheses. The objective of descriptive, what we have talked about, exploratory research. Then what we have got next one, descriptive research. To the objective of descriptive research is to prescribe things such as the market potential for a product or demographic and attitude of the consumer to buy the product. The objective of casual research, the third one is casual research, is to test hypotheses about cause and effect relationship. So there are three types of research: exploratory research, descriptive research, and causal research. For example, would a 10% decrease in the tuition at a private college result in an enrollment increase sufficient to offset the reduced tuition? Managers often start with exploratory research and later follow with descriptive or causal research. The statement of problem and research objective guided the entire research process. Statement of research is very important. Problem. Statement of problem means how you define the problem. The manager and the researcher should put the statement in writing to be certain that they agree on the purpose and expected result of the research. Means agreement of the manager and researchers should be defined in one tagline, and that is a statement of problem. The marketing research process. Defining the problem research objective, developing the research plan for collecting information, implementing them research plan, collecting and analyzing the data, and interpreting and reporting the findings. Developing the research plan. Once researchers have defined the research problem and objective, they must determine exact information needed, develop a plan for gathering it efficiently, and present the plan to the management. The researcher plan outlines sources of existing data and spell out the specific research approach. Contact method, sampling plan, and instruments means questionnaires that research will use to gather new data. Research objective must be translated into specific information needs. For example, suppose that Chipotle Mexican Grill want to know how consumer would react to the addition of drive-through services to its restaurant. US fast food chain generates an estimated 24% of sales through drive-through. However, Chipotle, the substantial minded fast casual restaurant that position itself as on food with integrity, does not offer drive-through service. Adding drive-through might help Chipotle leverage its strong brand position and attract new sales. The proposed research might call for the following specific information: the demographic, economic, demographic, economic, lifestyle, characteristic of current property customer, the demographic, economics, lifestyle, characteristic of current Chipotle consumer. Do current counter services customers also use drive-through? Are drive-through consistent with their needs? A lifestyle characteristic of current Chipotle customer. Does customer counter service customer also use a drive-through or drive-through consistent with their needs and lifestyle? Or would Chipotle needs to target a new segment of the consumers? The characteristic and usage pattern of the broader population of fast food and fast casual dinners. What do they need and expect from such restaurants? Where, when, and how do they use them, and what existing quality, price, and services level do they value? The new Chipotle service would require strong, relevant, and distinctive positioning in the crowded fast food market. Impact on the Chipotle customer experience would drive through be consistent with a higher quality, fast, casual experience like the one Chipotle offer. Chipotle employs reaction to drive service, drive-through service. Would restaurant employees support drive-through? Would adding drive-through disrupt operation and their ability to deliver high-quality food and services to inside customers? Now we talk about the secondary data. Researchers usually start by gathering secondary data, the company internal data providing a good starting point. However, the company can also tap into a wide assortment of external information sources. Companies can buy secondary data from outside suppliers. For example, Nielsen sells shoppers inside data from a customer panel of more than 250,000 households in 25 countries worldwide, with measure of the trial and repeat purchasing, brand loyalty, and buyer demographics. Experian Simon carries out a full spectrum of consumer studies that provide a comprehensive view of American consumer. The US Yankelovich monitors services by the future company sells information on important social and lifestyle trends. These and other firms supply high quality data to suit a wide variety of marketing information needs. Using commercial online database, marketing research can conduct their own search of secondary data sources, general database services such as the ProQuest and the Nexus put an increase incredible wealth of information at the fingertips of marketing decision makers. Beyond commercial services offering information for a fee, almost every industry, association, government agency, business, publication, and news media offer free information to those tenacious enough to find their website or app. Internet research engine can also be a big help in locating relevant secondary information sources. However, they can also be very frustrating and inefficient. For example, Chipotle marketers Googling fast food drive-through would come up with more than 6.8 million hits. Still, well-structured, well-designed online search can be a good starting point for any marketing research project. Secondary data can usually be obtained more quickly and at a lower cost than primary data. Also, secondary source can sometimes provide data an individual company cannot collect on its own. Information that either is not directly available or would be too expensive to collect. For example, it would be too expensive for a consumer product brand such as Coca-Cola or Tide detergent to conduct a continuing retail store audit to find out about the market share, price and display of its own computer brand. So those marketers can buy store sales and audit data from the IRI, which provides data from 34,000 retail stores in market around the nation. Secondary data can also be present problem. Retail stores researchers can rarely obtain all the data they need from secondary source. For example, Chipotle will not find existing information regarding consumer reaction about new drive-through services that it has not yet installed. Even when data can be found, the information might not be very unstable. The researcher must evaluate secondary information carefully to make certain it is relevant, fits the research project needs, accurate, reliably collected and reported, current, up to date, enough for current decision, and impartial, objectively collected and reported. Then we see the primary data in marketing research. Secondary data provide a good starting point for the research and often help to define research problem and objective. In most cases, however, the company must also collect the primary data. Designing a plan for primary data calls for a number of decisions on research approach, contact method, and sampling plan and research estimates. These questions. Planning primary data collection, research approach, observation, survey, or experiment. Contact method, mail, telephone, personal, or online. Sampling units, sampling size, sampling procedure. Research is questionnaires and mechanical instruments. पानी दे दो अच्छा है फेल हो गया गर्म हो गया Research approaches. Research approaches for gathering primary data include observation, survey, and experiment. We discuss each one in turn. Observational research. Observational research involves gathering primary data by observing relevant people, action, and situation. For example, food retailers, traders, Joe might evaluate possible new store's location by checking traffic pattern, neighborhood condition, and the location of competing whole food, fresh market, and other retail chains. Research often observes consumer behavior to glean customer insight they cannot obtain by simply asking the customer questions. For instance, Fisher Price have established an observation lab in which it can observe the researchers' little thoughts have to new toys. The Fisher Price Play Lab is a sunny toy stone space where lucky kids get to test Fisher Price prototype under the watchful eye of the designer who hope to learn what will get them work out into a new toy frenzy. In the lab, some 3,500 kids participate each year testing 1,200 products annually. Our designers watch and learn from how children play, says a Fisher Price child research manager. It really help us make better products. Marketer not only Marketer not only observe what consumer do, but also observe what consumer are saying. As discussed earlier, marketers now routinely listen in on consumer conservation on blogs, social media, and websites. Observing such naturally occurring feedback can provide input that simply can not be gained through a more structural and formal research approach. A wide range of the companies now use ethnographic research. Ethnographic research involves sending observer to watch and interact with consumers in their natural environment. The observer might be trained anthropologists and psychologists or company researchers and managers. For example, poor inside team frequently bars and other locations in top secret small town location. They call it the outpost within a day's drive of Chicago. The researchers use the town as a real life lab, hop mopping and anonymously with bar patron, supermarket shoppers, restaurant diners, convenience store clerks, and other town people to gain authentic insight into how a middle American consumer buy, drink, dine, and social around core and competing beer brands. Global branding firms launched Landor families, an ongoing ethnographic study that has followed 11 French families intensely for the past 7 years. Lando researchers visit the families twice a year in their home, diving deeply into both their refrigerators and their food shopping behavior and opinion. The researchers also shop with the families at the local supermarket and look over their shoulder while they shop online. The families furnished monthly online report detailing their shopping behavior and opinion. The Landor families study provides rich behavioral insight for Landor clients such as Danone, Kraft Food, and Procter and Gamble. Today, big data and analytics can provide important insight into the what's, when, and where of consumer buying. The Landor Families program is designed to explore the why. According to Landor, there is no better way to understand people than to observe them in their real life. Observational and ethnographic research often yields a kind of detail that just do not emerge from traditional research questionnaires or focus group. So we have seen that the observational research is so much so important that without come in contact with the consumer and customer, directly taking words from the mouth of the customer, you just observe the behavior of the customer and attitude, and then you make a conclusion. Whereas the traditional quantitative research approach seeks to test known hypotheses and obtain answer to well-defined product or strategy questions. Observational research can generate fresh customer and market insight that people are unwilling or unable to provide. It provides a window into the customer unconscious actions and unexpressed needs and feelings. However, some things simply cannot be observed, such as attitude, motiv- mot- motivates, or private behavior. Long term or infrequent behavior is also difficult to observe. Finally, observation can be very difficult to interpret because of these limitations. Researchers often use observation along with other data collection methods. whereas the traditional quantitative research approach seeks to test known hypotheses and obtain answer to well-defined product or strategical strategic questions. Observational research can generate fresh customer and market insight, and people are unable to provide. It provides a window into the customer unconscious actions and unexpressed needs and feelings. However, something simply cannot be observed. However, some things simply cannot be observed, such as attitude, motives, or private bad behavior. Long-term or infrequent behavior is also difficult to observe. Finally, observation can be very difficult to interpret because of these limitations. Researchers often use observation along with other data collection methods. Then we have got another type of survey, another type of research, and that is known as survey research. Survey research, the most widely used method for primary data collection, is the approach best suited for gathering descriptive information. A company that wants to know about people knowledge, attitude, preferences, or buying behavior can often find out by asking them directly. A major advantage of a survey research is its flexibility. It can be used to obtain many different kinds of information in many different situations. Survey addressing almost any marketing questions or decision can be conducted by phone, mail, or online or in person. However, survey research also present some problem. Sometimes people are unable to answer survey questions because they cannot remember or have never thought about what they do and why they do it. People may be unwilling to respond to unknown interviewer or about things they consider private. Respondents may answer survey questions even when they do not know the answer just to appear smarter or more informed. Or they may try to help the interviewer by giving pleasing answer. Finally, busy people may not take time or they might resent institution into their privacy. The next important research is experimental research, where observation is best suited for explorating research and survey for the descriptive research. Experimental research is best suited for gathering causal information. Experiment involves selecting matched group of the subject, giving them different treatment, control and unrelated factors. and checking for differences in group response. Thus, experimental research tries to explain cause and effect relationship. For example, before adding a new sandwich to its menu, McDonald's might use experiment to test the effect on sales of two different prices it might charge. It could be introduce the new sandwich at one price in one city and at another price in another city. If the sites are similar and if all other marketer efforts for the sandwich are the same, and then differences in each sale in the two cities could be related to the price charge.